Yeah. So let me welcome you all to the Salesforce Management online classes. This is Dr. Mahesh M. Manjari, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies. Okay, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. Okay, so dear students, we are going to continue with our discussion of the cases. Okay, so I hope you understand how these small yet very interesting cases put the students into a situation, okay, where you need to evaluate the alternatives and arrive at a decision. Okay, so basically, Master of Business Administration MBA program is all about developing or improving decision-making skills of the students. Okay, so in continuation with that, let me share the screen. Okay, and take a glance at the case number 4. Okay, so these all are from textbooks. Okay, this case is from the chapter number 3 of unit 1, the personal selling process. Okay, so okay, so this is just as I mentioned. Okay, one page case study. So as you can see here, those who have not seen, okay, and just a couple of questions at the end of the case. Okay, so I'm not sending you uh, bigger cases, okay, or case studies, what we call them, like 10 to 15 pages, 15 to 20 pages cases. Okay, I'm not sending it to you. Okay, so this case study, okay, deals with evaluating sales leads. I hope by this time you should remember what is the meaning of a lead or sales lead. Okay, we learned it in prospecting and qualifying. Okay, the first step in personal selling process. Anyway, okay, so any student who would like to give an overview of the case? Overview means a summary. What is discussed in the case or what happens in the case? Yes. Any student who would like to give an overview of the case so that those who have not read should also come to understand about the case. Then we'll discuss about the questions or decisions to be taken in this case. Yeah, any student, any one student at least. So case studies are not at all important, right? They are nonsense. They are not at all required for MBA students. Okay. So that is the reason why only teachers have to read the case and give the answer. But in last two cases, I think in one case Nandan and another case Prema, okay, they prepared answers. Okay, and they discussed their answer. Then there was some interaction. Okay, anyway. So thank you very much. So let me go ahead with the overview of the case first. So I'll give a summary of the case, okay, so that you can understand what is the case all about. Okay, so I have to make a new share, I think. Okay, students, can you see this Word document?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so this case is from personal selling process from unit 1, chapter number 3. Okay, so before I begin, okay, giving you the overview of case. Okay, the title of the case is evaluating sales leads. Can anyone recall what is the meaning of a lead? What is the meaning of a lead or a sales lead?
Generating targets.
Sorry?
Generating targets.
Target means, what is the meaning of target here? Generating a target. Okay, words doesn't match. And what is the meaning of target?
Say initiation.
No.
So leads can be like potential buyers.
Correct. Thank you, Sharon. Lead means a potential buyer. Okay, who may be interested in buying the company product and who may also afford to buy the product. So such potential buyers are referred to as leads or LEAD, lead. Okay, so in sales, we call them as sales leads. So these are generated. Okay, so the list of potential buyers are identified and the list is prepared. So this list of sales leads or this list of potential buyers is handed over to the sales representative of the respective territories. So these sales representatives in the respective territory go and meet the potential buyers according to the list given to them. Okay, so what are the advantages here? If the sales representative go on making cold calls, he may meet 100 people, at one or two customers may show interest in buying. So most of the time the sales rep will be wasting time on those people who are not potential buyers. So to save the time of the sales representative, okay, these sales leads are generated by the company and these leads are given to the sales representatives, and these sales representatives in their respective territories, they go and meet the potential buyers. Now the chances of selling are higher because this is a lead. Lead means a potential buyer who shows some interest in buying the product or who may also have afford to buy the product. Okay, so there is a process of generating sales leads. There are employees involved in generating sales leads. But remember, so in our country, okay, it is very rare. B2B marketing, okay, to some extent it may be possible, but B2C marketing, 90% of the time you have to make cold calls. Okay, so that's how things are. So you need to understand. I hope you understand what is the meaning of sales leads.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so being understood that, because without understanding of that, this case will not have any meaning. I hope everybody heard. Okay. Then overview. Janice is a relatively new marketing communications manager. So there are two people here, two characters. So one is Janice. Okay, she is the marketing communications manager. Her duty is to generate sales leads. Okay, but she is new to the job. And there is another person or employee, George. George is a seasoned sales manager who has been with the company for some time. Seasoned means experienced, mature sales manager. Okay, not sales representative, sales manager who has been with the company for some time. Janice, okay, the marketing communications manager who has not been in sales and has spent very little time in the field, has worked very hard on an advertising campaign to motivate potential customers to ask for more information using the response cards which are included in the ads. Okay, so this Janice, the new marketing communications manager, had designed, okay, and implemented an advertising campaign, okay, where it will motivate, okay, the potential buyers to go for queries with the company. Queries means ask for more information, okay, through some innovative method she has used. So many customers or many people have inquired about the company products. Name of the company is Jump Tools Incorporation. It is again a B2B company. I repeat, it is a B2B company, business to business marketing. I hope by this time you understand what is the meaning of B2B, business to business. Then what is the situation? So Janice is a marketing communications manager. Through her innovative advertising campaign, she had generated many leads. Means inquiries have come in asking for more information about the company products. Then she will give these leads or sales leads to George, the sales manager. In turn, sales manager will sort them by territories and give the list to respective sales rep in the each territory. And these sales reps have to go and make sales calls upon these potential customers. But what happens? Late one day, Friday afternoon, as George is on the phone making plans for the weekend, he is casually sorting through the response cards. Response cards means you can just consider the list of potential buyers. Okay, the information on individual potential buyers. Okay, that's it. You remember that. which have been sent to him by the marketing communications department, that is by Janice. So that is the list of inquiries that have come to Janice, the marketing communications manager, and her duty is to send it to George, the sales manager. Okay. Janice, the marketing communications manager, walks by and sees him casually wading up a couple of response cards and tossing them in the trash. Okay, so what Janice is, she has put hard work and efforts to generate the list of potential buyers. And she has given them to the sales manager, George. But what she sees, George, the sales manager, is casually taking a look at this information on each individual customer, and he is throwing some of them into the dustbin. So Janice is very angry. She asks him how he can tell so quickly who is a good lead and who isn't. See, George, okay, when he says throwing some of the potential customer information cards into the dustbin, means he's not throwing all, he is throwing some of them. So, okay, what does it mean? Just taking a glance on the information of the customer, George is able to make out whether he is really a potential customer or it is a casual inquiry. Okay, so according to him, whatever he feels are casual inquiries and not serious customers, he throws that information into the dustbin. And according to him, whatever he feels, whomsoever is a serious buyer, he keeps only that with him. So she asks him how he can tell so quickly who is a good lead and who is not. Good lead means a serious buyer. He pulls several from the pile and demonstrates. This one has a no phone number. So he is not a serious buyer. He explains, George explains how he sorts out who is a serious buyer and who is a casual buyer. So you need to remove the casual buyers from the list. Otherwise, sales reps will waste time making calls on these casual buyers. This one is too far away. Okay, so of course, Janice feels that all of the leads should be followed up. So George feels that okay, he can sort out at the serious buyers and casual buyers by taking at a glance. So he is separating the list of serious buyers from the casual buyers, and casual buyers, according to him, whomsoever, is throwing their cards or information sheets into dustbins. But what Janice feels, okay, she the one who has generated the leads, and with hard work and efforts, she feels that okay, all the leads should be followed up. George, the sales manager, should give the list, all the list, okay, to the sales representative, and sales representative should follow all the potential customers in the list, irrespective of whether they are serious or casual buyers. On the other hand, she has not spent much time in the field and has not seen how many of the leads have been qualified. Okay. Yeah. So on the other hand, she has not spent much of time in the field. So Janice has not spent time in the field, but whereas George, the sales manager, has spent a lot of time working in the field. So he can better differentiate between the casual buyer and a serious buyer, and has not seen how many of the leads have not been qualified. So Janice being new, she doesn't know, let us say for example, out of 1,000, okay, list 1,000 number of potential buyers, how many actually become qualified leads, means serious buyers. Okay, and how many end up wasting a significant amount of representative's time, sales representative time. So this is the situation here. Okay, so I hope you understood, students. What is the situation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so one is Janice, the marketing communications manager, and the other one is George, the sales manager. Okay, so the first question is who is right? Janice, the marketing communications manager, the one who has developed the list of leads, or George, who is sorting the serious buyers and the casual buyers? So who is right in this case? Janice says all the leads should be followed up. But George says all the leads are not qualified and he can make out who are serious buyers and who are casual buyers. So he feels that only serious buyers should be visited by the sales reps. So who is right,
Sir,
Janice or George? Who
George,
can
I
answer?
believe.
Okay, who is that? Ashutosh.
George, I believe. Yes, sir.
Okay, so Ashutosh says George's approach is correct. Okay, so
Because,
why
sir,
you have to
he-
explain? You have to explain how.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. As he has an real hands-on experience into this particular field, and where we as compared to Janice, she just joined newly in the market. So
No, you have to give other reasons also, not only because of experience.
yes, sir.
Okay, who can continue? Who feels that George is right? Can add some more points to what Ashutosh has said. Yes. See, you feel okay. The case is just one page. Okay, but this is prepared by or collected by the authors. This is one of the best selling book in the world on Salesforce management. Remember this. Okay, so it is not just a nonsense case study. I will tell you. I will show you how beautifully the answers go through. So I told you the objective of a case study, in MBA education is to develop decision making skills of MBA students. When we say decision, please remember I also told you have to consider all the alternatives, evaluate each alternative, pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages of each alternative. Then which is the most suitable solution or alternative in this situation? That is what is called as a decision making. Okay, a simple case like this. I'll show you. I'm okay. So to select one case, I'm reading 3 to 4 cases. Remember. So the one which can you understand, the one which you can understand, the one which is very smaller, and the one which is interesting. I'm choosing. I should also I read 5 cases total in order to select 2 cases, one for today and one for tomorrow. Yeah. Who supports Shutosh? Who says that George is correct? So add some more points. He has told 2 points. That Janice is inexperienced and George is experienced. So George is right. The other students?
Sir, it also saves the time and cost of the company.
Sorry?
It also saves the time and cost of company.
Okay, one more point to add because George is right. Yeah, it saves the time and efforts of sales representative. See, the whole process of generating leads is to save the time of sales representative so that they can spend time on serious buyers and not waste time on casual buyers. Okay, good point added by Nandan to Ashutosh. Anybody else who still support George or Ashutosh and add more points?
Sir, and one more thing, here they have mentioned like George is on the phone making calls for only for the weekends. So
Okay.
he is casually sorting through the response cards. And when we compare to Janice, she walks by and sees him casually winding up responding cards through this. So and she even asked him to tell like leading who is a good lead or who isn't.
Okay. That's not exactly a point to support that George is right. Yeah. Okay, then anybody who feels that Janice is right? Where what she says is, Janice feels, that all the leads should be followed up. Yes. Anybody who feels that Janice is right? See, if we ask something, if we ask you to vote for a political party, so you may vote for, or everybody may vote for one different party. Okay, if we ask you to give an opinion, 100 people may give 200 opinion. What has happened to you? Casually also you can answer. Just for the sake of interaction, let us see if any points come out. How you
Sir, and
don't, nobody else agrees that Janice also can be right? Yes, Ashutosh.
George is like screening advertising inquiries, raw leads from the trade publication reader service cards
Mhm.
in this, which was passed by the marketing communications to the sales department.
That is by the Janice only. Janice only it is. Those
Yes,
were
sir.
sent by Janice. She is the head of marketing communications department. The same are being sorted. Okay, or he was going through them only. They are not separate. Okay, so anybody else who feels Janice is also right? How you cannot have different viewpoints? See, if you cannot have a different viewpoint in a case discussion, you will not learn anything. Okay, anyway, so I don't have all day to waste. Okay, see, look at the answer. So beautiful it is. Neither party is right. It means both Janice and George both are wrong. Neither party is right means both Janice and George both are wrong. They are not right. Look at the beauty of this way how it is analyzed. Okay, now let us see how it is analyzed further. Although George may be very good at sorting leads, he doesn't seem to take it very seriously. See, it is deliberately mentioned in the case that George was casually going through the cards. Cards means the information on potential buyers. So in professional organization, a casual approach is never accepted. Remember this. So George also cannot be right. Though he may have experience, he may have some ability to sort the leads from serious buyer to casual buyer. But still, George may be very good at sorting leads. He doesn't seem to take it very seriously. First point, why George is not right. Furthermore, his attitude towards Janice is somewhat condescending. Okay, so he is very casual. He has a very casual attitude towards Janice, who is seriously generating leads for the company. She is not generating leads for George. Remember, she is generating leads for the company. Among these leads, sales will come for the company. Remember this. Okay, so George, being a sales manager, should have a very professional attitude towards Janice, though she might be new to the company. And apparently, George has not made up any attempt before to explain to Janice what constitutes a good lead. Okay, see, who is new? Janice is new to the company. Who is seasoned sales manager? George, the experienced and mature one. So he has not made any effort to explain to Janice what constitutes a good sales lead. He has never explained to her. It is his duty. Okay. Then, so with these 3 points, it is mentioned that George is not right. Now, going about Janice, Janice on the other hand has developed a lead system without consulting those who are expected to use it. See, Janice on her own has created an advertising campaign and generated leads without consulting, without asking those people, okay, who are going to use the list given by her. It is sales representatives and sales manager. So she has done the work in an isolated way. If she cannot generate information which can be useful to the sales representative, then it is a waste. So she is also not right. Furthermore, it seems that she has very little understanding about what goes on in the field. So she is new to the company. She doesn't have much field experience. She so doesn't understand how sales happen in the field. She is insensitive to the needs of the reps. Reps means sales representative. Okay, so information or leads generated in this way definitely will not help save the time of sales representatives. She should not be providing leads to the sales department which have not been qualified. So after generating the leads, there is one more duty for Janice department or marketing communication department. Okay, so remember, first step in personal selling, prospecting and qualifying. Qualifying means, okay, identifying those customers who are serious buyers, who are actually interested in buying and who can afford to buy. So Janice once after generating the leads, her duty is also to qualify the leads and send only the qualified leads to George. So she is not doing it. So either of them, okay, neither party is right. Neither Janice is right nor George is right in this case. So beautifully. This is beyond, okay, what generally students think. Because given an option, okay, which party is right, we'll say this party, that party. We have always, okay, used our brain in that way. But please remember, always here there are two alternatives. You need to evaluate both the alternatives. You need to evaluate both the alternatives always. Okay, so remember that. Okay, so I hope at least those who give little thought about this question would have not thought about it, that both may be wrong. So this is how professional organizations have to run. You cannot say if somebody is right there, okay, because somebody has experience, okay, he or she cannot be right, or somebody is putting hard effort to generate leads, okay, she cannot be also right. There are ways in which things have to be done, okay, only in that way things have to be done. Only then he or she can be right. Remember, it's not the way anybody wants. Manasig bandang madidra professional corporate annangilla. Okay. So then second question, what would you recommend to Janice and to George? Yes. Now we can understand that both are not right in their approach. So what would you recommend to Janice and to George? Who can answer this question? We have about 6.5 minutes. So I would like to complete, and the next 20 minutes, I'll send you one more schedule. Yeah, see, one more schedule. Rather than that, I hope in the same meeting, okay, you have to log out and once again log in. You know that, right? You do it in other classes.
Yes, sir.
Rather than me scheduling another meeting, so I have to log out and log in into the same meeting. I hope you understand, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have to do that and join back once this meeting ends. There are about 33 students, okay, or 34, whatever. So you have to come back for attendance. So what I am observing is once I complete the 40-minute session, and for remaining 20-minute session, half of the students are missing. This is not correct. Okay. I don't want to speak these things, but you make me to do that. I want to be soft, polite, and more professional in the teaching and learning process. Okay, anybody who would like to attempt second answer to second question? What would you recommend?
George,
Yes.
Sir, George should be consider every lead is important to company.
Okay. Good.
And
That is
Janice should
correct.
be have spent in the field. Janice should be have more time in field for generating leads, for considering leads.
Okay, so both the points are good. George should take each lead seriously before sorting them into casual buyers and serious buyers. And Jenny should spend some time in the field to understand, okay, so how selling happens, how sales reps convert the prospects into, okay, sales. Okay, so anybody else would like to give the answer? What would you recommend to Janice and to George?
And Janice should understand that how to fulfill the requirements of the salespeople. Sir.
How you tell? How is required? How is the answer? How to fulfill the needs of sales reps? How Janice can do it? Okay, so just let me go through. So what can be recommended to Janice and George? Janice and George need to talk to each other. See what is missing. There is a communication gap between the sales manager and the marketing communications manager who is generating leads. So Janice and George need to talk to each other first. Janice needs to understand how to better serve the needs of the salespeople, what Prema was saying. How she can do that? By way of spending some time in the field in order to learn more how reps qualify customers. Prema, this is how it can be done. Then George needs to change his attitude and be more proactive in helping Janice develop a system that works. So when Janice develops a list of sales leads, he should train her how to generate a good list and how to qualify the leads. Most important is that Janice needs to develop a lead generation system, a mechanism or some standard operating procedure with the help of George and the sales representatives. Remember how to generate leads. They need to have a system. So the system of how to generating leads has to be designed or created or developed with the help of the sales manager George and with the help of the sales representative who will be actually using that list. So that is more effective in qualifying leads before they are given to the reps. So this is not happening right now. That is the reason why Janice and George both are wrong. Okay. So yeah. So that's all about, see, though these are small. So when you receive such small cases in the examination generally, see, these are the points. See, these are only like bullet points or a scheme and solution for evaluators. Only this much will be given for the evaluators. But you need to elaborate more. You need to explain these points in detail in the examination for 10 marks. I hope you can understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So anybody would like to add a couple of more points? So that's why I always told, okay, everything we do, the way we sit, the way we stand, what we wear, how we dress, groom, okay, will have an impact on what we think, how we think. You need to always think, okay, from all the dimensions, from all the characters that are associated in the case. Evaluate each character, evaluate each alternative, find out the pros and cons, then weigh them or evaluate them in the light of the present situation in order to understand what is right, what decision has to be taken. Any decision you take, in previous case also I told it has to benefit the company, not an individual employee. Remember, whatever decision you take, it has to benefit the company. It should help improve the performance of the organization. It should not benefit any individual, or you cannot take the side of any one person. Okay. So now the meeting will end. Okay. So what you have to do, I have told you, you need to sign out and sign in to the same meeting. I hope it is clear. There is no doubt. Okay, we'll just wait for the meeting to end. Those who have kept the phone and went away, they will not be able to understand this. You have to explain them, those who are in the meeting. Otherwise, they will keep waiting and they will lose their attendance.